how's it going? Just got off work a few hours ago, and now I'm gonna be doing an ASMR video eating a couple wraps, and with eggs, avocado, mayonnaise, cheese, some Frank's Red Hot sauce. Gonna be drinking some milk, whole milk, 3.25% homogenized, and just doing a bit of a ramble. Yeah, this girl that I had a fling with was, I told you about before, a Turkish girl. She has invited me to go to Bali with her, and I ended up getting the time off at work. I'm off work on December 2nd, and we'll have to return start work again December 23rd. But my boss, one of my bosses, might be able to push that back to maybe December 26th or something like that. But I was being kind of dumb. A Turkish girl, she said, so what I did is I thought she was already in Bali, but she's not. She's in Istanbul. And I went ahead and I booked my ticket, and arriving, I think, on December 5th, 2024. I told her that, and she's like, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "I'm not coming to Bali to the 15th. of December. I'm pretty sure that's what she said, so. And then I was like, oh God, what do I do? I've already booked the time off work, I already booked the flight. I did pay for a cancellation plan for my booking. I paid a bit of extra money to be able to cancel my booking. But another thing is that I have scene points, which are like a special type of credit card point. When you spend money on this credit card they have. Sorry, I was talking with the food in my mouth for a second there, but you get these scene points and you can redeem them for discounts on travel and stuff like that, like on flights. So I'd already used my scene points for that flight that I booked. And so I didn't know if I cancel the flight, I didn't know if I could get those points back. I spent a fair bit of points. I spent all the points that I had, and I had a fair bit saved up because I had gotten one welcome bonus. There's 2 welcome bonuses associated with this card. So I got one of the welcome bonuses, and then I'd spend a bunch of money also on dining and stuff like that. Well, also another thing that I was worried about is I consider going in February or March or maybe January. But the thing about that is the longer I wait, the bigger the chance is that she might go ahead and get a boyfriend, and I could lose my chance with her. Bless. And I already told you that I booked the days off work already. I didn't want to go back on that. Also, it's been a while since I've had a vacation. I haven't had a vacation. Like, I've been working at this job for, I think, 2.5 years. Something like that. Maybe 3 years. And I still haven't been out of vacation. I mean, and basically what's been happening is I've been keeping my head down, just working. I have been going to parties, and I did get pretty drunk at some of those parties, but the parties they didn't happen very often. I think the last 1 or 2 parties that I had, or not I had, but coworkers hosted, and I didn't drink. So what I'm trying to say is that mostly I've been just saving money. So I think it's okay for me to spend a bit. I did buy the blender though, and I tried it out for the first time. I think yesterday, and it worked pretty well. I think I showed that in a previous video. It's a Ninja blender, that's the brand. But I'm getting a little off topic here. So I said to the Turkish girl, I was like, how about this? How about I buy a plane ticket for you to arrive on December, I said December 5th, but she actually arrived on the 6th. So I was like, how about I buy a plane ticket for you? And you can just come to Bali when I go to Bali, Indonesia. Because she said that she could not cancel her flight. So because the problem is, of course, as you know, probably already figured out, if I went to Bali on the 15th, like she's originally planning on, and that she had the flight ticket for, that would only give me like 6 days, because the flight takes like 2 days from Canada. I live in Canada. To get to Bali from Canada to Canada takes like 2 or 3 days, so it'd be such a short period of time in Bali, it wouldn't be worth it. Especially because how expensive the flights are and stuff, and yeah, so I was just like, I gotta make something work. So I offered her like, I'll buy you the plane ticket if you can come on the 5th or 6th of December, and she agreed, and so I bought that plane ticket for her. Istanbul to Bali with 1 layover. So yeah, I mean, it kind of sucked, but paying shelling out that money. But then again, it's good that I'll be able to see her for a longer period of time. No, we have to. I'm responsible for booking the hotel. for the first about 4 nights of the stay. So I gotta take care of that. I need to get a battery charger for my phone because I do want to make content in Bali. Now the thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to upload while I'm there. You know, because right now I don't have a laptop. I just have my cell phone. So, yeah. And I thought about getting a laptop, but then again, like, would I be? I'm not sure if I could get it shipped to my place. Because I live in a rural community. Or I actually usually have it shipped to work, the stuff I buy online, but. I don't know if I can get it in time by leaving right, so. Another thing is, normally when I buy stuff, I like to buy high quality. And now I'm a Mac guy. I'm an iMac, I'm an Apple iPhone. So, yeah, I mean, the laptop I'm thinking about buying is about $7,000 right now. It's the MacBook Pro. So I want to get it with enough RAM for to do like editing, video editing and stuff like that. So I have to upgrade that. I want to upgrade the storage because videos take a lot of storage, and yeah. So, but yeah. So I have to make the right decision if I'm going to do that. It's not a purchase that can just be made in a couple of days if I know it's good for me. Because if I mess it up and buy the wrong laptop and I'm shelling out thousands of dollars, I mean, I don't want to do that. So I had thought maybe something I could do is to what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just produce a bunch of content for YouTube videos, and like you can on YouTube. I'm not sure if you know, but you can set the video if you put it up on YouTube, and then set it to be published at a certain date in the future, and the video will publish automatically after that. And so that's something I could do. I could just batch create a bunch of like 3 or 4 videos, and maybe have them released like one a week, one every half week or something like that. So that's something I could do, or I could just tell you guys that basically I am going on vacation and I won't be producing any content, but I will definitely have some content of Bali for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Because I said I was going to do that, and because I want to do that, and yeah, and so don't worry, you'll get that some Bali content, and so yeah, there's that, and but I wanted to talk about a bit with just some funny stuff with what's happened in my childhood. I remember we had these carragana bushes that we used to, and they have like these yellow flowers. I don't know if you've seen them. We have fair bit of carraganas up here in Canada, or at least in my part of Canada that I live in. And we used to eat the flowers actually because they taste sweet. And yeah, so I remember getting like big ice cream bales, like wide and stuff, and going there after school ended and picking the flowers and filling up the buckets and eating those flowers and stuff like that. But yeah, we had a fort. Actually, I forget if it was the summer or winter. Definitely had some forts in those line of Caragana bushes in the school grounds when I was a young child in elementary school. And we definitely had some 0.5 beer in there. And we thought it was so cool, but it's like 0.5 alcohol. And like, I remember like the older kids were kind of making fun of us because it was, we can't really get too drunk, even like children, I think. Yeah, so I think, I'm not sure if we got caught with that. But another funny thing is that Buddy had like a geometry set, like a square box, rectangular, and he made up a sign for to be put on the box that said "Keep Out," and as if anybody's gonna listen to that, or as if the teacher's gonna listen to that, they're gonna be more likely to look in there. And he put some porn in there, and yeah, I think I got reading some porn. It was like cartoon Pornomax, but on like sitting on the monkey bars and stuff. So, but yeah. Let me just see. I could tell you another story about childhood, but that's a bit. I'm not sure what to call it. It's pretty crazy. So, maybe too crazy. Yeah. Now let me just see. So, but this the lady. One of my coworkers, the Turkish girl I'm talking about now, again, one of my coworkers said that I should invite her to come work at the resort that we work at, and she could work as a server and make good money and stuff like that, and you have an apartment, so that's something that I might do. But then again, she says she wants to stay in Asia for another 2 years, and he also, my buddy, coworker at work, suggested that I go and work in Asia maybe with her or something. So yeah, something to think about. But I could still do the YouTube thing over there, but not totally sure. I'm not making a huge amount of money from YouTube, but making some decent amount of money. But let me just see here. Yeah. Sometimes I think about maybe I should just become a housekeeper at the resort instead. Because right now I'm doing night out at the front desk and checking people that making reservations and giving the house servers from the restaurant their tips and stuff like that. And it can be a pretty high stress job, night out or front desk. And sometimes I think about I should just transfer over the housekeeping department and clean rooms. Because I was really kind of inspired by something that PewDiePie, I don't know if you heard of him, probably have, but he's a YouTuber with like over 100 million subscribers. And he said that like back before he had barely any subscribers, when he started out, because he wasn't always that successful, he was working on a hot dog stand, even though it wasn't like some high-ranking job making a lot of money. He was still happy to work at the hot dog stand, knowing that he could go and do what he wanted to do with his life, which is make YouTube videos and stuff like that. So that kind of resonated with me there. And but yeah, because sometimes I think like if the main thing I want to do is to make YouTube videos, should I be working a high-stress job where like I'm responsible for people's not getting charged the right amount of money for their reservations that they have at the resort, and I'm giving service? It's just, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on, but I'm not totally sure. But a coworker of mine actually, on another note, suggested that I do a video where I shave my beard, and she says that listening to her husband do it sometimes is is neat because it's like really loud. I think it surprised her how loud the sound of shaving could be and stuff like that. So, but yeah. But another thing I wanted to talk about, and in this video, is gratitude. In my opinion on it, like I think gratitude is like is the key to becoming happy, or at least content in life. In my opinion, I think I might have talked about this before, but I remember hearing one guy. I overheard him. He was in a cafeteria, and another guy asked him, "How's it going?" And the guy says, "Well, I'm eating, so I'm good," or something. So and it's like having gratitude for something is simple, no pun intended, as eating is pretty much good. Like I think that a lot of racial religion, there's a strong emphasis on gratitude. Like sitting around a table of Christians, for instance, saying like, "Lord, thank you for this meal we're about to eat." And so I think that if you want to know the truth about life, it's like life is hard. I mean, you going to work and it's demanding, and hard work is required, and it's just taxing on you mentally and physically, maybe, and then just the maintenance of life. You have to clean your apartment. You have to cook your food and wash your dishes and go and lug groceries to and from your car, and life. And you have to go through traumatic events like losing loved ones. And to be honest with you, life is kind of hard. But I think if we're grateful, if we can say, "Well, I'm grateful that I have parents who care about me. I'm grateful that I got to experience sex the other day. I'm grateful that I got to something like that. I'm grateful that I'm eating. I'm grateful that it's a nice day outside." Or if you want to take it back even further to be something that's all-inclusive, you can listen to the song. I think it's by Edwin. I think it's called "Ain't It Good to Be Alive." And it's an interesting song because I think it's so easy to say specific things like, "Ain't it good that I just got promoted at work? Ain't it good that I'm making more money?" And I don't even mean like it to be like he's not being superficial. It's just he's saying things that can apply to basically anybody. Like, ain't it good to feel the sun strong across your face? Ain't it good to breathe the air? Basically anybody who's alive can relate to that song, I think. But I think not being grateful causes a lot of unhappiness, and people, like, you see them, they're out there, and just like you get the negativity can be a bit much, and you're thinking that I'm thinking that maybe I'm judging, but it's like this person's probably not grateful that they get a nice meal to eat at the end of the day, or not grateful that they're able to have a job that they can buy cool things on Amazon that can benefit their life with, and they have this ability. So it's like, but let me just see. Oh yeah, other than that, on another note, I don't know if that's a great transition. Let me know if you're just saying it on another note. But my parents got a new sauna because our sauna was not working in our house, and I think we basically threw out or recycled the old one. Now we have a new sauna in there, which is like a wire, not pretty thick steel bars full of rocks in there, and the coils heat up through electricity, I guess. The rods, they're beneath the rocks. And yeah, it's working really good, and it doesn't do steam bath function like the previous sauna does. It's just a dry sauna, but you can safely throw water on the rocks, and that will make the steam hit your face and that's nice. And but yeah, I'm just But what I was gonna say. So that's pretty stuff. That's pretty cool. And let me just see what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, so yeah, really hope that I'm able to get that battery charger before I leave for my trip. Now I was thinking about maybe having to get a new memory card, but it looks like I have about 8.5 hours on this memory card if I clear out all the videos. This memory card that's in the camera that I'm using to record this video right now, and so about 8 hours of video. So that probably should be enough. Even like I said, if I'm don't have a computer to start uploading, putting the videos from my camera to my computer, and then deleting them and doing that sort of thing, is so that I have more storage on my camera. But let me just see what else we're gonna say. No. But yeah, I remember I used to be pretty cheap, but I think I've gone out of that a bit. I'm not saying I'm I'm not saying that I'm like a saint or anything like that, but I tip more than I used to, and I donate more than I used to, and I probably could do a lot more. And there's a lot of people out there that are a hell of a lot more generous than I am. But yeah, I remember like going to a club multiple times and not tipping the bartenders and stuff like that in the past. But now I tip fairly well, and I just bought some food for a food drive that people are donating at work to this food drive. So, but I was gonna say that it seems like some people, there's kind of a stigma around money and making money, and people loving money. Like, you're not supposed to say that you love money, I think, in our society, at least in Western society, and stuff like that. But I was listening to a song called Money by Lisa, who was a member, still is a member of the K-pop band, girl group, or should I say, Blackpink. And the song's called Money, and it goes like, I'm gonna drop some money, dropping on my money, all this bread so yummy, and stuff like that. And it sounds pretty damn materialistic, but I mean, I think we should be able to be like, hey, hell yeah, I'm making some money, and I can do cool things with it. I think it's okay to love money. I had a friend that said that he hates money and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't really understand that. A lot of bad things can be done with money, to be honest with you. But I think a lot of good things can be done with money. It's just a tool that, if used in the right way, it can be awesome and do amazing things. And I was just at grocery shopping the other day, and a buddy was like, who was working there, he's just like, what are you up to? And I'm like, oh, I'm just working. And he's like, how's it going? And I'm like, well, it's okay, but kind of stressful sometimes, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but it's money in the bank. And I was like, oh. And I thought about that later, and I was like, that's pretty cool to think about that. It's just like the value of money, like being able to pay that rent and being able to buy food and buy cool shit for content creation, maybe. But I think there's something I was getting into recently is work memes about working. And I think that why it's resonating with so many people, and so many people are finding it funny and everything, is this getting away from perfectionism. It's like a lot about like, actually I should have had some memes prepared, or at least the captions of the memes prepared, but it's just like seeing yourself as not the perfect employee, or not this super successful person, but as somebody who struggles at times and doesn't do everything right all the time, but is still hanging in there, and I think that's alright, and still striving towards being successful. So, but I think that's all for now, but thank you for watching. Goodbye.